say, but they can afford posh premises in one of the poshest parts of...
Man, then you wonder why.
Wallahi you are gay. Wallahi you are gay.
If you've been tirelessly looking for a job, most people will tell you, or you will also figure out for yourself. NGOs are the ones that pay the most money. They just pay the best. Hiyo ni common knowledge. If you have looked for a job for a few years, you will hear people telling you, see, you go to this NGO, see, you go to that NGO. But today, we have a totally different point of view about NGOs. They have been exposed. The video, NGOs in Kenya exposed. Welcome back again to the Radar Files. I am your host, your friend. It is the bitter things in life that matter. So, as we swallow this bitter truth that has been exposed, remember, like and subscribe down below. The goal is you guys get me to 300 plus subscribers and you're going to watch me face my fear. And the first fear I decided to face is apparently swimming. I cannot swim. Without further ado, I don't want to dwell on that. Let's get into the video.
I'm here in Nairobi, the capital of the East African nation of Kenya. Kenya has become a spiritual battleground over the issues of sexuality, comprehensive sexuality education and abortion, with the West pouring in money into NGOs in Kenya in order to corrupt the people and to change the laws. They're interfering in the internal affairs of Kenya. We're going to find out who they are and who's funding them.
Okay. So, what he has just said, we are in a spiritual battle and our aggressors are the West. And this spiritual battle involves the perversion of our people. And this perversion of our people, it is going to put us in a deep crisis. So, let's see what he really means about on that.
So this is Amboseli Road in Nairobi, in posh Lavington, and over there is number 849. That is the headquarters of the Kenya Human Rights Commission. It was headed until recently by the ebullient George Kigoro. He's now left to join the Open Society Foundations.
Allah. If you know the Open Society Foundation, unajua ni ya nani? Soros. Mlikuja wagapi? Mimi nilikuja Soro. Na unajua huyo msee vitu zenye amefanya, kama ujui, you need to get in tune with the world bana.
And, curiously enough, in 2016, Open Society Foundations gave the Kenya Human Rights Commission $160,000. Now, it started as a real...
In short, wacha tu nikusaidie. In short, Open Society Foundation ni, I think ni ya kusema... So this guy, Soros, he was afflicted by the Nazis. And since, sijui kama hiyo jina manze inakuanga red flag huku hivi YouTube, but he was afflicted. The way he was afflicted, I think it's his mother. His mother was gripped. During the Vita period, World Vita periods, and this caused him to have a distaste for boundaries, because he realized that if the other society were there to help him, angekuwa in that situation. So he started this Open Society Foundation to remove the borders of things. And in this channel, we don't like that one. It is the boundaries that predict your freedom. There cannot be freedom without boundaries. There cannot be boundaries without freedom. Or whenever you lose your boundaries, then freedom yako pia it gets lost, and you can see the things that he is supporting. Anyway, tuendelee. That was just a brief background on the guy I have mentioned.
Human rights organization, but in 2011 it went pro-gay, and that is when the money started pouring in. The Ford Foundation gave them $1 million in 2012, and the money hasn't stopped. Recently, the Sigrid Rousing Trust in the UK gave them £405,000 spaced over 3 years. So being pro-gay in the eyes of these foreign funders is a good thing if you want to raise money. And that's what they've been doing. And of course, they've been joining in with every action to overturn the anti-sodomy provisions in the Kenya Penal Code. So I'm outside Rosami Court in Moringa Road.
And then we wonder why. Why are these stories about gays in Kenya, they are increasing? For me, I've had an encounter with this group. I mean, pale high school kama ulikuwa boarding, you know there are these kinds of people, sindio? And I don't want to call them these kinds of people because some of them were my, sisema close friends, but mi nilikuwa chopi, so watu walikuwa wananikujia sana in the name of, si unionyesha hii, but then you can tell the mannerisms, somebody's mannerisms. It got to me saa zenye mtu atajaribu kukukatia, but those ones that you can clearly see they are belonging to that side, the gay, wallahi you are gay. If those ones that you can see wako afadhali. Sasa imagine wenye uoni, wenye uoni unajua inakuwaga ni terrible. These ones wanakuwaga even the aggressors, and these ones I think they are the ones that push this kind of agenda to the people. Like, they want you to loosen your laws so that they may exist, so that their behaviors may be justified. And this is what the video is talking about.
Inevitably in Nairobi's posh Lavington, these are the headquarters of Uhai Ishri. Uhai is the Swahili for life, and Ishri stands for the East African Sexual Health and Rights Initiative. Now, this fairly newly formed organisation bills itself as the only indigenous funding apparatus for East Africa. But of course, this claim of theirs to be an indigenous funding operation is, as you might have guessed, economical with the truth. Their turnover is in the millions, but they're raising it from, here we go, Arcus Foundation from Michigan, USA, Astrea Lesbian Foundation for Justice from New York, Bearing Foundation, based in London. They gave them $760,000. The Ford Foundation has given them $1,765,750. Give Out London, founded by a Cambridge graduate, has given them money. They give no details. Why should give no details? The Tides Foundation from San Francisco in the States. This is a foreign agent operating here in Nairobi, Kenya, advocating pro-sodomy and pro-CSC policies, interfering in the internal affairs of a sovereign nation.
Do you get the magnitude of this of this story, of this conversation? Do you even understand the magnitude? How much do you think is $1,000? $100 is a little bit above 10k. Acha tuseme $100 ni 10k, but it's above. So $100 inaweza kuwa around 12k. Sawa? So $100 kama ni 10k. Sasa imagine 1,000 ni how much? Let me repeat that if you have not heard me there in the back. $10 si $10. $100 ni manze, hesabu katoka kwa akili. $100 acha nikuwe serious. $100 ni a little bit above 10k, sindio? So $1,000 itakuwa 100k, sindio? So kama $1,000 ni 100k, So 700,000. Hiyo ni how much? 700. So hiyo ni 700 times 100,000. Hey, you just do the math. But hiyo ni pesa mingi. Probably imefika millions. Probably imefika millions bana. And you know what they are advocating for? Kupakwa ile blue band huko hivyo alafu unafinyiliwa ile kitu. Don't ask me how I know that. Please don't ask me how I know that. I just know it. And let's continue with the video.
So these are, or were, the premises of PEMA, People Marginalised and Aggrieved, it stands for. Now, they are marginalised, or so they say, because they want to commit acts of depravity which are forbidden by Kenyan law, and so they are aggrieved. They are marginalised, so they say, but they can afford posh premises in one of the poshest parts of...
Man, then you wonder why. You wonder why these people are always the most wealthy in our society. It's because of this foundation. Hizo ni foundations ngapi tumeona so far? The video has not even reached halfway. These people are being supplied with money to lobby our government. And when they lobby our government and pass whatever they want to pass, their bills, hizo bills zao, if they pass them into law, ni kunoma. Now whenever you see these kinds of situations, it means that the feminist agenda has already taken root in our country. Now they are using these other things so that the fire, ni kama wameshawasha hiyo moto ya feminist. Unajua ma feminist wata align with these kinds of groups. Allegedly. Let me just put that in there ndio mtu asikuja hapa na kierere. Ma feminists wata allegedly support these kinds of groups. So whenever they start doing these kinds of things, pouring money into it, it's like adding wood into a fire that is burning, or into a simmering fire, such that when they add the final one, we will not see where the blazing fire came from. But the purpose of this video is to show you the smoke before the fire ikufikie. So, other than that, I also came across this other video on TikTok that is also trending. You see this guy, the way they are behaving, their mannerisms. Ebu jione tu.
Unampendea nini Shanizi?
Mimi
Unampendea nini?
ni mhandi. Kiboya kuna talent.
Kuna talent.
Laya.
Ingine.
Hizo tu.
Mmeoana?
Huyu nishamuoa.
Shamuoa. Miaka ngapi sasa hivi?
Sasa tumemaliza 2 years.
2 years. Congratulations bro.
Ndio.
Ndio.
Guy.
Sasa
Unaona vile ni kitu safi.
ako sawa.
Mse, ati hiyo ni kitu safi. Ebu ona ukijana venye ana blush. Na ujue, huyu hata, he's still in the closet. Ukipatana naye kwa njia huwezi jua. He's flying that flag. Huwezi tu jua, but that is what is happening, manze. Sasa hii utasema ni nini yake? This is poor bringing. The nuclear family has been destroyed. The principles did not take root into someone like this. Ama utasema nini? Ni genetics. Mimi hadi sijui. Hebu hata niangalie comments. Hata comments azini bambi. So let's sanitize tukimalizianga. Let's do something out of the blue.
I'm Kirago and I'm here with Candy Q.
What are you saying? What is he saying?
Is this guy straight or ama hiyo what are you saying ilikuwa hapo ya nini? Let me know down in the comments, but butu endelee tuone.
I'm Lorenzo, guys.
So Lorenzo,
Yes.
which TikTok meme sound do you quote on a daily?
Actually, I have 3, bro. Lorenzo. Can I hear that one? That one? Brother. The other one, bro. Wallah, you are gay.
Wallah, you are gay. Wallah, you are gay.
So comment down below with your favorite TikTok.
Na tunakafunga hivyo walai on the radar files today. Wallahi you're gay. YouTube thinks that you may be interested in the video on your screen at the moment. Click on that video so that we may continue to connect.